This is Watcher 3 to Cypher 9. Sorry to cut your leave short, sir, but we need you. Terrorist mop-up is officially over, and the search for Lord Jadis is on hold. The war just took top priority.
Give me the situation.
You're being recalled to headquarters. Keeper will brief you on your next mission. Watcher 3 out.
Cypher 9, come in. I was just finishing the personnel security update.
Something looks different. Don't tell me you made it more stark.
Something of the sort. After Darth Jadis's defeat and escape, there was a great deal of chaos. The Dark Council decided to make changes. My predecessor was elevated to Minister of Intelligence. That makes me the new Keeper of Operations Division.
That's quite a promotion. Shall we celebrate?
I owe this to you. But with the promotion comes certain responsibilities. I'm mounting an operation against the Republic Strategic Information Service. Our concern is this man, Arden Koth. SIS for nearly a decade, responsible for 16 covert projects in the Mid-Rim. The best spy master our enemies have.
I've run into the Republic a lot lately, but no espionage presence.
The SIS is our smaller, more flexible counterpart, supported by military and Jedi reserves. Arden Koth's division recently received a classified sanction from the Republic Senate. Complete autonomy. No restrictions on their activities. The Republic believes Arden Koth can win the war. We need to know what he has planned.
Do we have a full workup on him?
There's very little. Born on Dantooine, disappeared a while, then joined the SAS after the Treaty of Coruscant. Motivations unknown. Revenge seems probable. Since receiving his own division, he's instigated 3 slave rebellions, 1 corporate takeover, and, we believe, inspired 2 of our own generals to defect. Now imagine him with unlimited resources and no ethical restraints.
Listen to that profile. Does he sound ruthless to you?
He sounds like someone who could change things. Imperial Intelligence has leaked documents to the SIS suggesting that one of our trustworthy agents is traumatized. At the same time, we sent anonymous messages to Arden Koth's team from an inside source. They now believe a cipher is ready to turn. I want you to make contact with the SIS and offer to be their spy inside the Empire.
The Republic will never believe I've turned. Leaked reports or not.
They'll believe it if you convince them. It's what you're best at. Your objective is to earn their confidence, uncover their plan, and eliminate Arden Koth himself. This is a long-term, deep-cover mission. I should warn you, this sort of work can be psychologically taxing. You will be isolated. Even most intelligence personnel won't know the truth.
In other words, if I do this, I'm on my own.
Yes, but you'll be doing it for the Empire. We've set up a meet with one of Arden Koth's men. You leave for Nar Shaddaa within the hour. Bury your loyalties for this one, Cypher. You'll know when the time comes to strike. Dismissed.
Nar Shaddaa again. Casinos, death sticks, and head games with Watcher X. Think selling out to the Republic will be more fun?
Watcher X really bothered you, didn't he?
Nah, he was a fun screwball.
You speak like a poet as always, Cleo. For what it's worth, Cypher. We have our own doubts about this mission, but whatever happens, our loyalty is to you.
Anything in particular you find troubling?
Thought and action are the same in the nest. There's no concept for pretending to betray.
Meeting with the SIS guy goes down on the promenade. You bring the charm, I'll bring the detonite.
A woman like you deserves to see the city from above, don't you think?
My husband owns his own starship.
But he doesn't fly like me. Come by later. Oh, she didn't finish her drink. Can I interest you in what's left of a Cassandra sunrise?
I have business here. Run along.
Of course. I'll go wait for that cipher agent somewhere else. Unless... wait. Codename Hunter, Strategic Information Service. I hear you want to switch sides. No sob stories, no questions. You do us a favor, and then you meet your new employers.
You aren't going to confirm my identity?
I did that as soon as you stepped onto this moon. It's why I had time to kill with my lady friend. Besides, I don't trust your motives anyway. I don't have to. That'll be my superior's call.
Are your superiors this arrogant, too?
Well, most people say I'm charming. I guess would-be Imperial traitors bring out the worst in me. A new droid factory opened up recently, thanks to the Empire's latest partnership with Nemro the Hutt. Supposed to manufacture hunters, crawlers, Jedi killers. All the best. You're going to do something about it.
Becoming a double agent is one thing. Killing Imperials is another.
Spare me. I'm not asking you to shoot the place up. Security's tight but automated. You can use cipher clearance to get inside, then step 1 is reconnaissance. I'll tell you the next step when I know what you're up against. Deal?
I'll go in and wait for your signal.
Excellent. I look forward to working with you.
Simon, you made it inside. Proceed with the recon. They're building kurtosis-plated droids. Lightsaber resistant. Keep looking around. That's enough. Headquarters can analyze the recon data. But you have another task. I want the blueprints to those droids. Get to the main computer and hook us in. I'll have my slicer contact you.
Cypher, this is codename Chance. I've got the droid schematics. Now Hunter wants me to dig deeper, and it means triggering an alarm. Droids will be all over your location. Hold them off as long as you can. I'll alert you as soon as I'm done. You're doing great. I'm gonna wipe the databanks. It'll just be a few seconds more.
If you're receiving this, I assume you're still alive. We have our intel, and the databanks have been wiped. Now I want the whole factory taken down. You're going to overload the electrical systems from the emergency panels. Sending locations now. Be careful with that thing. Survive this mission, and you might still be useful.
Codename Wheel speaking. At Hunter's request, I am monitoring the power buildup in the factory. You are on target for a controlled electrical storm. Proceed with caution. Codename Wheel speaking. Electrical buildup has reached critical levels.
Cypher, factory doors and ceiling.
Relax. There's a speeder pad close by. Move fast enough, and you might even make it. Not bad at all. I'm sending you new coordinates. Once you've landed, we'll meet you there.
You should know we were able to evacuate the area. No casualties. Perfect score.
Our Imperial hero with a conscience. You just destroyed your own government's billion-credit initiative. How does treason make you feel?
Who are these people?
Never mind him. He likes to give new agents a hard time.
Let me introduce you to your team. This is codename Saber.
4 years sniper training. We should swap stories.
Codename Chance. Who you talk to?
Slicing and mission control. Joining us was the right decision, sir.
And codename Wheel, our technology specialist.
Charmed.
If I knew this was your best, I wouldn't have defected.
Tone it down. They're good people.
Sir.
Arden Koth, head of division. See me in my office when you're done. The rest of you, finish up and get to work. There's a war going on. Come in. Hunter, would you mind?
I should get to my ship. Long flight ahead.
4 months ago, I started getting messages from a source in the Empire. Claims to be a cipher agent. Now a factory's in ruins, and here we are. I'm starting to think you might be real.
Ever since I got here, I've been treated like the villain.
You have my sympathy, but can you blame us? I got a copy of your personnel file. Says you were traumatized when you learned Darth Jadis's dirty secret. A Dark Council member running a terrorist network, murdering civilians. That what made you want to flip?
You know so much, why don't you tell me why I came here?
Because even Imperials can tell right from wrong. Saber? Tell the deck another card is in play. Codename Legate.
Acknowledged. Tell him congratulations.
I'm prepping operations on the planet Taris. A couple other places. Join up with your forces there. I'll give you your first job. You're on my team now, Legate. A double agent inside the Empire. Someone to help me win this war.
How exactly did you pick these code names?
You don't know Sentran Sabak? We should play sometime. One more thing before you go. And I'm sorry to say this. Keyword, onomatophobia. Quesh Protocol, Phase 1.
Quesh Protocol engaged. Shutting down.
Don't know if you can hear me anymore.
Mind control. Brain damage. Inevitable.
This is everything we have.
Discuss this with no one. Half an hour. Wake up.
I'm awake. Awaiting orders.
Let's walk through some exercises. Sit down. Now jump, please. Aim your rifle. Revert to Phase 0. You can talk now.
I came to you in good faith. This is how you reward me?
It's unfair. I won't argue. There's a switch in your head. I just flipped it. You won't be able to tell anyone about us or your programming. You also won't be able to hurt members of my team. It's all a precaution, in case your real loyalty is still to the Empire.
You can't be doing this. The technology shouldn't exist.
But it does, and I have it. Don't ask how. You're still part of the team, Legate. I still need you on Taris. We'll beat the Empire together. With the lives we've saved, maybe we'll both find redemption. Dismissed.
Beginning encrypted message. This is Keeper. We have 1 minute until Republic intercept. Report, Cypher 9. Did you make contact with the SIS?
The situation is under control.
Understood. Do not break cover until you are certain of Arden Code's intentions. You're our only chance of learning his plans. Keeper out.
She doesn't know he has control. You'll never be able to tell her. Watch. Wait for your opportunity. It will come.
Codename Legate calling base command. Come in base command.
Base command here. Patching secondary stream.
Codename Chance here. Ready for mission briefing.
You two met on Nar Shaddaa, so I'll skip the introductions. Welcome to Taris. 1,000 years of civilization reduced to toxic muck.
It could be worse. I was assigned to Hutter twice.
I spent a week in the Coruscant sewers once.
A long time ago, Taris was a Republic world. A Sith Lord bombed it. Now we're trying to rebuild, and the Empire's unhappy.
Your people sent shock troops. Devastator units.
It's a mess. The last thing we need is a rogue element, but that's what we've got. Along with Sith and Republic troops, there's a corrupt Jedi down there. You're going to stop her.
I thought Jedi were supposed to be incorruptible.
They're not perfect, but they're supposed to know better. Kai Sazin, Jedi Knight and hero of Tazla. Rising star in the Jedi Order, but she's rotten to the core. Half her missions end with someone dying. Technology and artifacts disappear from under her protection.
Her last report said she'd come to Taris because the Force called her here.
I believe Kai Sazin is building a power base. I need you to find out how and why, and bring me hard evidence.
This sounds like an internal security matter.
It would be, if the Jedi would let us pursue it. They won't, so it's up to you. Chance will be your contact. He'll take it from here.
Yes, sir. Surveilling Kai Sazin has been difficult, but we believe she recently mounted a raid on an Empire-controlled laboratory. We'll begin our investigation there. You need to obtain access to the laboratory from Imperial Command.
Suppose I refuse? Can Agent Chance force me to obey?
Chance may be young, but he has all the experience and authority he needs. Now, get to work, both of you. Base command out.
Sir, I'll monitor your holocalls to track the investigation. I'll be in touch soon.
Attention on deck!
I'm tracking a Jedi, and I need immediate access to the research laboratory in this sector.
You're talking about the Godera laboratory?
Apologies, sir. I didn't realize you were coming. Lieutenant Nida, liaison officer.
Don't waste my time. The Godera lab, where is it?
Just a few clicks from base, sir. I'll contact it for you.
Your associate should be at the lab already. He took a security team about a week ago. You'll find it in good hands.
I wasn't expecting anyone. You may have a security breach on your hands.
Sir? He was from Imperial Intelligence. His credentials were in order.
I can't pick up anything from the laboratory comm, but there's something on a secondary channel.
To base, Dr. Loken is safe, but the rat ghouls are everywhere. Orange-level infestation. We'll attempt to...
Get it back!
I can't. Our team must have been overrun by the rat ghouls. We'll have to burn the whole lab.
Destroying that facility will disrupt an Imperial intelligence operation. Am I clear?
Clear, sir.
The rat ghouls are mutants, victims of a Tarisian plague that alters human physiology.
Standing orders are to cluster bomb nest sites to contain the infestation.
You want to reach the lab to track your Jedi, you'll be facing a swarm. I can't offer anything but aerial bombardment.
Your security officer said Dr. Lokin was safe. Who's Dr. Lokin?
He's the intelligence officer I mentioned. I don't know much else. If you need him, I can put the bombers on hold, but you'll have to clear the rat ghouls manually.
You take me to the best places. We go looking for a Jedi, you show me a rat ghoul nest. I've seen spice dens cleaner than this.
You can lower your weapon. There are no rat ghouls in here. The late Private Rallan dispatched the last of them before succumbing.
What about the security team? Did any of them make it?
Unfortunately, no. The rat ghouls took us by surprise. There weren't supposed to be colonies in this area. I'm Fixer 15, by the way. You can call me Dr. Lokin. Watcher 4 assigned me here for a clean-up operation. I assume you're here for a similar reason?
I can't give out details. Keeper's orders.
Of course. But I'm sure we can work together. Follow me, and mind the bodies. This laboratory belonged to a man named Nason Gadera. Utterly brilliant. Invented everything from durable plastifoam to the death-mark laser. But his relationship with the Republic is rocky. By the time we captured this sector, he was already gone. I came to catalogue the contents of his lab, and I wasn't the first. Watch.
Is that the last of the defenses? Stay on your guard and destroy the monitors, then find the device.
We stole research, equipment, and something Nason Gadera called an ultra-wave transmitter. I haven't a clue what it does. I suggest we pool resources. A fixer and a cipher investigating a thieving Jedi for Imperial intelligence.
What was the research they took? And the ultra-wave transmitter?
Transmit something called an ultra-wave? Without the laboratory files, I can't do more. This wasn't the only recent raid on a science facility. This planet attracts brilliance, and someone has been purloining databanks across the ruins. Based on the pattern, I suspect the Jedi's next target is an abandoned bioresearch facility near a red-level Rakghoul colony. We can find it together.
There must be a reason she's going after these places.
That's what we need to discover. You should be able to locate the facility by triangulating its signal from the swamps. I'll correlate the data. You intercept the Jedi.
So, you're hanging out here, with the corpses and the Rakghouls.
It is my burden. Here's the triangulation device. Give my regards to the toxic swamp.
This is Chancellor Leggett. Come in, Leggett. I know you're busy, sir, so I'll keep it short. Any progress finding Kai Sazin?
I'm drowning in toxic chemicals, and you want a status report?
Yes, sir. I may be running this operation, but I'm also here to help you. So please contact me when things calm down, or if anything changes. All right?
Can't talk now. Some sort of electrical discharge.
Cypher, I think we have our lead. I'm receiving faint signals from an old Tarisian transport station. Were I a betting man, I'd say our bio-research lab, our Jedi's next target, is in there.
Any idea where Sazin is now?
None. And I can't even say whether she'll visit the facility personally. That's where your field expertise comes in. I look forward to your findings.
You left Tasla because I asked. You told your kin to fight for the Republic and be paid in land and weapons. You've done well. But I swore I wouldn't abandon you on that festering pus hole of a world. My chosen bear my message, and I'm coming to Taris soon.
Big one up ahead. Nice horns.
You are not to be here. You are not welcome.
You must be Kai Sazin's henchman.
You speak her name. You are not worthy. Die! Striking at the servants of Kai Sazin. You have sealed your fate. I may die, but she will never be defeated.
What are you talking about? Why are you so devoted to a Jedi?
Kai Sazan saved my people. She was only a Padawan when she came to Tasla and slew the spine dragon of Mdweshu. It was she who brought the Nikto to Taris. We swore our lives to her, and I will tell you nothing.
You'll talk, sooner or later. Improvised interrogations are my speciality. For example, this is a bioresearch lab, isn't it? What do you think would happen if I injected you with these chemicals?
You would not.
I bet he would.
Of course, I should probably test the dosage on your men first.
Enough! I will not. I will not allow that. We came to find the secrets of the ultrawave transmitter, a machine crafted by Nassan Godera. Its signals are the song of the Rakghouls. It controls their colonies. When it is ready, they will be her army.
Your master is a lunatic. You do realize that.
Her mind is not mine to know. The ultrawave transmitter was never completed. That is our task. The 3 chosen of Kai Sazan, each with our own mission. I was to obtain Rakghoul biological research from this, the laboratory of Dr. Durant. The chosen Bokeh seeks data on colony movements. The chosen Fentar seeks a Republic scientist, Dr. Iana Sel, to complete the device. They will triumph soon.
What about the Jedi? Tell us where to find her.
I have told you of my brothers so they may meet you in battle, but I will tell you nothing more.
I appreciate your help. Don't take this personally. This is Legate to Chance. We have a situation with Kai Sazan.
Chance here, sir. I'm listening. Building a Rakghoul army with the ultrawave transmitter? Why? She has 2 more sets of followers then. One going after this Republic scientist, one after the Rakghoul colony data. We'll have to split up to stop them both.
My mission was to find proof of Kai Sazan's corruption. I found proof. I'm done.
You've seen proof, but nothing admissible. And Master Koth's contacts on the Jedi Council are cautious. I'll try to find our scientist before the Nikto do. If this Dr. Sel works for the colonists, I should have a shot. You need to figure out where they'd go for Rakghoul colony scans.
You handle the Rakghoul research, and I'll rescue the brilliant scientist.
Not in Republic territory, you won't. I've been listening to your calls. I know you're in touch with a Dr. Loken. His file makes him into a ghost. 12 confirmed kills over 30 years, and nothing else. But he knows the science, the transmitter, and the Rakghouls. I'm not saying trust him, but he could help us to stop the Nikto. Chance out.
Cypher, back with hardly a scratch. And here I am, practically electrocuting myself on Nason Gadera's equipment. How embarrassing.
I need to know one thing. If you're after data on Rakghoul colony movements, where would you go?
What a very odd thing to ask. Cypher, do you plan on defecting to the Rakghouls?
You have a strange sense of humor.
It's a strange world. But in any case, Rakghouls are a hobby of mine. If I wanted Rakghoul colony data, I'd set up a sensor net to collect field readings. If I didn't have a sensor net, I'd use the settlers' sensors along the military front lines. Full of data your friends will want, unless you claim it first.
So we grab the data before the Nikto do and shoot the ones in our way. Good times.
Sometimes I have dreams. They're about a world just for us, and people like us. I'm in charge, and the Chosen each have a continent. But they're dreams, not a prophecy or anything. I just want you to be happy. Hey, wait, you're actually recording?
This is Chance to Legate. Can you hear me?
Legate to Chance. I stopped Kai Sazan's servants. They won't be getting that Rakghoul colony data.
Fantastic. I wish my news were that good.
You'll have to talk louder. I can barely read you.
I'll do what I can, but I'm not feeling so good. I tracked down that scientist Kai Sazan is after. She agreed to meet me in the ruins. I was on my way when Imperial scouts spotted me. I ditched them, but I'm bleeding fast.
Try to ignore the pain. You'll pass out soon enough.
How can you... Never mind. It doesn't matter. Keyword, onomatophobia. I'm ordering you to my location at Dynamite General. Sending coordinates now.
I am on my way to Dynamite General.
I'm sorry, Cypher. It's just... I don't want to die like this.
They can't resist using it. But you still have your mind. You can still think. That's your escape.
I never forced anyone to serve me. I didn't know what would happen when I killed the Spine Dragon. My master thought I should release you from the life debt. He didn't think anyone could believe in me. He didn't see your greatness, and he sure didn't see mine. Now he'll never have the chance.
Chance, I came to meet you.
Thank you. I'm not... Please, listen. Iana's cell is in here somewhere. The scientist Kai Sazin needs to repair the ultra-wave transmitter. The scientist will only meet with SIS. Tell her the password. Gemstone.
You don't look well. How much blood do you think you've lost? A liter? 2?
If you can patch me up, I can... Ah! If you patch me up, I can get to an evac point. Keyword... Anna... Mod...
After you forced me to come here, I should let you die. But I won't. Can you move?
I think so. I can make it as far as a Republic airlift. Thank you. Now find the scientist. Keep her safe from Kai Sazin.
You let him live. Now he still has control, but he trusts you. Useful.
I don't know what you are or where you're coming from. Just go away. Dr. Iana Cell. I'm with the SIS. Password Gemstone. You agreed to meet with us?
Don't move. Just... hell. I barely know how to fire one of these things. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. I've been hiding from that Jedi for weeks.
Have you been holed up in here this whole time?
Mostly. I've been living off ration bars and some kind of edible hospital gel that even the rack ghouls won't touch. Let me show you something. I kept it with me as evidence.
Dr. Cell, you haven't returned my calls. That's disappointing. The Jedi have plans for the rat ghouls, but I can't move forward without your support. Turn yourself over to the Nikto, or I'll make my case to you in person.
She's not a Jedi. She already killed Dr. Vernon and Professor Vrawl when they couldn't fix some transmitter. I'm the last rat ghoul expert on Taris.
If you really are the last, then it's over. The ultra-wave transmitter is a dead project.
Assuming she doesn't find another way. And if she's halfway there... If that's yours, I can wait.
What is it?
Cypher, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I believe I have a solution for both you and Dr. Cell.
We can discuss this later, Doctor.
You disconnected me. I'm disappointed.
Who is this?
Dr. Eckhard Loken. I saw your lecture on xenometaphoric epidemiology. I understand your misgivings. How did he track me here? How did he survive the ruins unscathed? Both reasonable questions. But like you, I'm a resourceful person. And we do share a common goal. We're all friends of the Republic here. Right, Dr. Cell?
We can discuss our common interests another time. Make your pitch.
Thank you. Dr. Cell, I'd like you to tell the Republic that I'm your assistant.
You've gotta be kidding.
I know Rak Ghul science well enough to convince Kai Sazin that I'm an adequate substitute for Cell. I'll be taken to the ultra-wave transmitter. Once captive, I signal you, and you find Kai Sazin and the transmitter. And rescue me, of course.
If you deviate from the plan, you won't get out alive.
Understood. Doctor, please contact the authorities on an unsecured channel. Tell them your assistant is at Dynamet General and must be found.
It's your life on the line. Just be careful. Both of you.
Cypher, this is Dr. Loken. I hope you're receiving this because I'm not going to get another chance. I'm inside Kai Sazin's base. She and her people are housed in an abandoned tunnel system in the main Republic compound. The ultra-wave transmitter is here. When you arrive, I'll do my best to cause a ruckus, but please hurry.
In 100 years, they won't remember me for the treaty at Bresnan or how I saved Starbright Station. They'll remember me for Tosla. But I've done more than that. You'll remember for me. When I'm ready, I'll show you the things no one believes I can do.
This is Base Command to Leggett. I just heard from Agent Chance. His injuries are extensive. You are now primary on this mission.
Chance got what he deserved. I saved his life, but I shouldn't have had to.
I'm glad to have had your assessment. I'll talk to him when he's fit for duty. Keyword onomatophobia. Your new objective is to retrieve the ultrawave transmitter from Kai Sazon. I still want the Jedi taken down if possible, but she can't be our priority.
What makes the ultrawave transmitter important?
That's not your concern. Just get it back to me. May the Force be with you. Base Command out.
Hey, if we kill her, can I have a lightsaber?
Funny. When the Nikto said someone was after me, I figured he'd be smart enough to keep his distance.
And when I heard a Jedi was leading a Nikto cult, I thought he'd be older than 12.
It is he, the one who killed my brothers.
Easy, Fentar. We can call each other names, but I'm about to become ruler of all Taris. And then, when I own this place, I'll take my cult and my Rakghouls and make a nasty little paradise for anyone who swears loyalty.
You want to rule a world?
It's my destiny. You wouldn't understand, but then, neither does the Republic. Not now! I'm going to deal with you. I am going to kill you. And then back to business.
Not so tough now, dirtbag.
Oh, you cheating little... The Nikto said you were good, but I'm still their savior. When I'm gone, they'll sing the death song of Threshalu. What do you say to that?
It doesn't have to be this way. You can still go back to the Republic.
If they knew what I'd done. I ruined treaties. I let my master die. They'd lock me up forever.
You don't have much of a choice. You can't defeat me.
No, guess I can't.
Cripes. When Jedi go nuts, they don't get around.
Oscar Stupa.
How invigorating. Cypher. I hope you don't mind that I freed myself. I wanted the chance to look through Kai Sazon's research.
Not one move or I put a blaster bolt in your skull.
I assure you, I am no threat. While I was examining Kai Sazon's laboratory, I found this, the ultra-wave transmitter. It's all yours.
What the hell are you?
You're understandably suspicious. As soon as we distance ourselves from the Republic Army, I promise to answer all your questions.
No more delays, Doctor. Explain.
The short version, then. Yes, I used you to gather data on the Rakghouls. Kai Sazon was collecting research. You were after Kai Sazon. And as you've seen, I'm using the data for a side project. I find the Rakghoul virus bracing.
Get a team in! Something's going on!
That would be the Republic. May we reconvene later?
That's for lying.
Fair enough. I'll see you back at base.
Dr. Lokin?
Cypher. I'd like to make a proposal. For 5 minutes, you and I pretend to trust one another. We lay our cards on the table. No lies, no hidden recorders. Just truth.
You don't expect me to fall for that?
This isn't a ploy, I assure you. As I told you before, I came to Taris to further my studies of the Rak ghouls. Kai Sazon stole research I desired. My goal was to perfect a custom strain of the Rak ghoul virus. Keyed to my own genetic structure, it currently allows free reversion between human and Rak ghoul forms.
You thought you'd turn yourself into a monster, naturally.
There are advantages. Consider an unarmed operative who could enter a secure location and grow teeth. I'm merely a test subject. Of course, our superiors wouldn't agree with my choice of personal projects. It seems both of us lied about being sent here by Imperial intelligence.
That's a very interesting theory. Maybe you should explain.
I don't think too much elaboration is wise. But your unusual contacts? Your search for the ultrawave transmitter? I understand, Cypher, that working without official sanction can be a necessary evil. But, given what we know about one another, I think I ought to stay close to you. An alliance rather than mutual destruction.
I don't like you, and I certainly don't trust you. Why would I let you aboard my ship?
You're not my ideal company either. But trust and friendship aren't necessary for a beneficial partnership. You and I could be enemies. This is vastly more convenient.
There's room in the crew compartment. But don't get comfortable.
I'll gather my belongings and meet you on board. Oh, and one last thing. About the ultrawave transmitter. You know that Nason Gadera was notorious for hiding secrets in his devices? Encrypted codes, maps to lost projects? Just something I heard. I'll see you shortly.
If he tries to talk to me, I'm tearing his head off. Otherwise, I'm good with this. You smell burnt flesh? That's my fingers. Gun overheated in the last fight. So, all that one-shot kill stuff you do, where'd you learn it?
It was part of my training. I can show you exercises if you like.
Yeah, I like getting off more than a round a minute. I learned to shoot with a friend of mine. First year out of Rat Attack, I was a mess. Me and Amspechel hooked up on a tram freighter. She was running too. We stole a holdout blaster and shared it.
You said her name was Anspechel.
Twi'lek name. Think they say it easier. She had gang connections, so one time we were raiding the ship's cargo bay, planning to sell whatever we get. Turns out it was an exchange ship, syndicate stuff. We've just pried open the storage crates when we figure it out. We're dead meat, right?
With one holdout blaster, the odds weren't in your favor.
Best we can figure. I torch the place while Ampsby grabs the dock worker. Then we sit and wait for the exchange. Enforcers finally show. We blame the dock worker and say we came to stop him. Prove we're exchange material. They bought it.
What happened to the man you framed?
Oh, Ampsby shot him so he couldn't rat us out. She was fun. We ever run into her, we should get together. Time of the century.
Cypher, I finished unpacking the last of my equipment. Between your ship's onboard systems and my custom apparatus, you'll soon have the finest in-flight laboratory in the sector.
This in-flight laboratory of mine, does it serve a particular purpose?
For now, I expect to find it occupied by the Rak ghoul data we procured. But I'm sure we'll find other uses. Officially, of course, I'm in semi-retirement, monitoring background radiation somewhere in the Zetan wastes. Unofficially, I'm very much looking forward to traveling with you.
What exactly is your position in Imperial intelligence?
Let's just say the current administration is happy that I'm off Drummond Cass. But they're willing to turn a blind eye. Should you need anything from me, you only have to ask. Although if you want my genetic code rewritten, let me know before we leave the ship.
Keep your claws off the other passengers and try not to scuff the floors.
Of course, this is going to be invigorating for both of us.
It's in your head. You can't keep it there.
This is Leggett to Base Command. I've retrieved the ultrawave transmitter.
Base Command here. Connect the Gadara device to your link-up.
I'll download what I need. The Special Forces team found Kai Sazin dead with her guards. I'll have to inform the Jedi Council.
Kai Sazin was insane. Death was a mercy.
Damnation. Not everyone's fit to be a Jedi. The Order's practically asking them to fall. And then... Download's complete. Let's hope the genius in that thing helps us win this war.
It's breaking your skull. Can you hear it crack?
You don't look so good, Leggett. Take a few days. Check in with your bosses. We'll have another job soon.
Can you see? Cipher 9. Leggett. Disposable operative. It's been a while since Shadowtown.
I can't move. I can barely think. What's going on?
When you met me on Nar Shaddaa, I was designated Watcher X, formerly Watcher 5, formerly Minder 8. I performed surgery on you, do you remember? A chip in your spine to disguise your life readings. Maybe that chip is how we're talking now, or maybe it's the stress. Double agent, triple agent. The brainwashing damages your mind.
They put you away because you went insane. You're not one to talk about brain damage.
On the contrary, there's no one more perfect, situationally and genetically. I was in your position once, trapped by my conditioning, forced to subvert it. I warned you they'd do the same to you. The SIS isn't to blame. We both know you were programmed before you met them.
The Republic doesn't have the technology. Brainwashing is an Imperial science.
Yes. Slave serums, genetic engineering, chilic pheromones. But this I don't recognize. If you want freedom, if you want revenge, we need more information. Imperial intelligence will have records on Drummond Cass. Take your personnel files from the Citadel archives. Ensure no one sees you. You have no allies now.
Readings are stable. Ah, our patient is awake.
Found you kissing the floor. You look like hell.
Cleo. You always know how to make me feel better.
Guy called Jonah used to tell me the same thing. Great body. Don't mess with me like he did.
It's been a while since I played ship's doctor. There is something odd here, Cypher.
The dispatch from Cipher 4 is in. More Republic support on Manan.
Proceed with the operation. I'll hold on. Sir, I thought you'd been assigned to the front lines. What brings you to headquarters?
I was hoping to see the Director of Operations.
Of course. Keeper's in conference right now, but you're welcome to wait. It's good to see you again.
Go. They'll be suspicious soon. Look around. Security cameras, gas vents, lockdowns. Your personnel files are here, everything on your brainwashing. But you need to keep this secret.
Let them see. Maybe they'll even figure out what happened.
They'll stop you before you access your first unauthorized file, or assume you're doing it for the SIS. Either way, your life is over.
What do you gain from aiding me?
Only the satisfaction of striking back at Imperial intelligence. If you can find a power generator, you can sabotage security. You'll have a window in which to access the files unseen, but it won't last.
This is Watcher 3. Cipher 9, are you down there? We're reading a power failure. The exit's sealed automatically, and droid safeguards are coming online. They'll fire at anything. Stay put until we get the backup system up.
He can't see you. Slice the system while you can.
Power reserves low. Access denied due to security lockdown.
Search records. Keyword cross-reference. Cipher 9, Watcher X, Killick joining, SLV-16 serum.
Searching. One record found. Displaying abstract.
Security Directive 101-3A. I hereby approve the application of Castellan restraints to designate Cypher 9. Despite his effectiveness, certain Lords of the Sith have expressed concern over his confrontation with Darth Jadis. Although the outcome was ultimately positive, no Cypher agent should ever threaten a Dark Council member. This safeguard will allow anyone with the keyword to shut down and reprogram Cypher 9's mind. He will be no danger to the Sith or the Empire.
Search records. Keyword, Castellan restraints and reversal.
One record found. Displaying abstract.
In most subjects, implementation takes between 3 and 30 days, as the IX serum circulates and rewires the brain. Once the serum is fully absorbed, the subject is primed. We apply a keyword, basic commands, and wipe his memory. No way to reverse the treatment has been developed. Theoretically, one could repeat the cycle and apply a new keyword. However, physical side effects of repeated IX serum usage could prove inhibiting. I strongly advise against it.
Search records. Keyword, IX serum.
Downloading chemical schematic. Displaying addendum.
We will be unable to formulate new doses of IX serum until our supply of Dimalium-6 is replenished. Recommend additional forces to Republic-occupied world of Quesh immediately, as the planet's chemical mines remain our only source.
Security override. Terminal shutting down.
Now you know. You did your job well, so they stole your free will. With the IX serum, you can get it back.
I gave them everything. They repaid me with this.
Are you really surprised?
This is Watcher 3 to Cypher 9. We've restored power. Please proceed to the exit.
Cypher, I'm so sorry. Must have been a power surge. Probably lightning. You're alright?
I'm fine. But your security system got over-enthusiastic. It knows better now.
I see. I'll alert the fixers. We do need to hold you until this is cleared up. Nothing personal, but you were down there unmonitored, and you know.
I understand your position, but there's a war going on, and you need me out there. Besides, you can always contact me later.
I suppose you've earned that much. Get going. I'll have your ship resupplied and refueled.
This is Quesh Control to Intelligence Vessel. Your docking permit is approved, but your arrival is unscheduled. Please state your purpose.
This is Cypher 9 to Quesh Control. I'm here to review the security of your chemical storage units. I expect your cooperation.
Apologies, Cypher 9. I'll inform Administrator Croyus. He oversees shipments from the chem mines.
This is a surprise inspection, Quesh Control. Informing anyone would defeat the purpose.
Understood. Stay safe, sir. Republic forces are close to the base and we can't guarantee protection. Quesh Control out.
Find the chemicals. Make the serum. You will be free again.
If the canisters were damaged, the bosporidium gas will eat both flesh and circuits. You understand, my toy? Yes, now clean it up and incinerate the bodies. They're contaminated now.
Administrator Croyus, I'm here to inspect your security. I'll need full access and samples of these chemicals.
I see. I wish you'd given me a few days' notice. This is a very delicate operation.
Imperial intelligence doesn't work at your convenience.
That is quite clear to me. 07, fetch! Now! You'll have your samples presently. Unfortunately, I'm out of Dimalium-6. Republic seized that chem mine some time ago, and their transports are under guard.
Any alternative chemicals?
Not that I've ever used. Nor the Republic, if they're so intent on keeping Chem Mine Delta. I've done my best to sate your people's appetites for hallucinogenic tea, mind eaters, or what have you. I think you'd appreciate it.
Here's the chemical supplier. He helped them change you. Are you going to let him continue his work?
Operative?
What do you think intelligence does with your chemicals?
Oh, I couldn't guess. Dimalium-6 enhances spice, distorts memory, corrupts mood.
One blaster shot, spilled chemicals, an explosion. No evidence of murder.
Ours has always been a profitable relationship. I have no desire to disturb that.
I could do much worse to you. Consider this a mercy.
Can you feel it? The serum begins its work, bonding to spinal fluid, retracing neural pathways. Painful. Effective.
I'm not worried about the symptoms. I want my mind back.
The serum's course is unpredictable and it will take time, but you will be free from the brainwashing. For now, the SIS is waiting. They won't recognize your chance to escape when it comes, but I will.
Codename Saber to Codename Leggett. We've been waiting for your all clear. Everything all right?
It takes time to shore up relationships inside the Empire. I can't be constantly answering to you.
I've done undercover jobs, Leggett. 3 months as a collaborator in the Ryloth slave pits. It's rough. Master Koth has another mission for you. He wants you heading to the Hoth system soon as possible. Contact him once you arrive. Saber out.
Cypher, join us. Vector and I were just discussing Moff Letshara.
We never met her, of course.
Quite fortunate, that. But Vector did know her husband, a fine Dejaric player and a scribe of the Ilfmar Gambit.
We apparently share the Doctor's taste in theatre.
I didn't know you're interested in theatre.
Think of it as a testing ground for human nature, much like the game of Dejaric.
We can finish this later, Doctor.
Your crew members are delightful people. For instance, did you know Mistress Kaleo is fluent in Kalish profanities? A rare and admirable skill. I wonder how you manage them. Leadership is such a delicate thing.
My team knows what they're doing.
A fine philosophy until one stabs you in the back. Still, it's good you value their camaraderie. A dead or alienated colleague is a resource lost, and in our business, it's a small step from being disliked to being blacklisted.
Alienate enough people and you find yourself running unauthorized missions on a dead planet.
Quite. I could tell you stories. But I'm afraid I have to attend to my data analysis program. Another time, Cypher.
Codename Leggett calling base command. Come in, base command.
Base command receiving, Leggett. Don't be surprised if I cut out. The whole Hoth system is murder on the comms. And not so good for people, either.
Is that why you've sent your most expendable asset?
No one's expendable. Different skills merit different assignments. Hoth's a frozen rock, not worth much on its own. But years back, it saw one of the war's biggest battles. Hundreds of ships got dragged into the atmosphere, made a sort of a starship graveyard for the best girls in the fleet. You're going to bring one home.
I hijacked a transport once. Never made off with a whole ship.
I heard rumors. Tell me the story someday. It's a war zone down there. Republic salvage operations, Imperial saboteurs, and the White Maw. A few thousand pirates who want the scrap for themselves. Plus the Starbreeze is a Mu-type shuttle. Slip of a thing. Haven't been able to locate her in the wreckage. Our only lead is inside the Imperial Army.
If you want me to hurt Imperials directly, you'll have to force me.
You have a code. I respect that. I'm not asking you to break it yet. We have reports that Lyak Davos, an Imperial admiral who fought in the Battle of Hoth, is assembling an expedition to the Starship Graveyard. He's after a long list of salvage, the Starbreeze included. Join Admiral Davos and get that shuttle to us instead.
If I steal the Admiral's prize, it won't be long before someone figures it out.
You're craftier than that. You do this right, no one has to know. Codename Hunter will contact you from the field. He's en route to Hoth now. In the meantime, talk to Admiral Davos' search and recovery men at the Imperial base and get the Starbreeze back. You have no idea how important she is.
Satellite's dead. What do your people know about Grid Alpha 9?
Pirate territory, heavily fortified.
Can you get me numbers?
Perhaps, but our manpower is limited.
Manpower? Excuse me. Captain Leo Firth, search and recovery. Saw your docking authorization. You must be our visitor from intelligence.
Do you have a problem with me, Captain?
No, sir. I just didn't think intelligence oversight was needed here. Sergeant, you're dismissed. The Chiss Ascendancy has been operating on Hoth for years. Useful, But let's not kid ourselves. So, what is it you came here for?
I don't share that sort of thing with captains. Who's your superior?
You want Admiral Davos. Served with him for almost 10 years. But I'm afraid he's not available. He left base with his expedition 36 hours ago. Long-range comms are almost useless in this weather. You want to wait? He'll be back in a few weeks.
Perhaps you can tell that to the Director of Operations yourself.
You think I'm holding something back? Check my record. I'm loyal. Look, there might still be a crew at the expedition launch site. It's where the Admiral's supply line to the Starship graveyard starts. But trying to reach the launch point now is suicide. Weather's bad, and there are Republic commandos in the area.
I'm not looking for a suicide mission. Thank you for your time, Captain.
Yes, sir.
Packed and ready, Admiral. Waiting on your word.
Excellent. Then the time has come.
Intruder alert.
Is this how they're supposed to react?
Officer, I am Admiral Davos, commander of this expedition. You were not expected.
I have full authorization to be here. Is there a problem?
You must excuse our caution. Hoth is not a world that forgives mistakes, a lesson that scarred me long ago.
Weapons down, everyone.
We are in the midst of a delicate operation. These men are preparing to follow me to the Starship graveyard.
The Minister of Intelligence says I'm to assist your men and ensure the interests of the Empire.
I see. Months ago, I could have accommodated this. Now, I'm afraid we approach the crisis point, and I cannot afford additional risk. Commander, torture him and find out what he knows, then kill him. You're still alive. Don't bother returning to base. Captain Firth is gone, and Admiral Davos bribed most of the others.
I want you to explain what's going on.
No time. Transmission breaking up. There is a location beyond the frozen lake. You'll find answers. Coordinates sent.
Have you been watching me?
We've been watching the sensors. Picked up blaster fire and assumed things had gone wrong. Go. Sent out.
No wind chill down here. Start a few fires and we'll call it home.
Sir, sorry for not contacting you sooner. No one thought Admiral Davos's men would actually start shooting. Ensign Rena Temple, Chiss Expansionary Defense Force. Welcome to Zero Station.
Since I arrived on Hoth, I've been lied to, marked for death, and nearly frozen. I want an explanation.
I plan to give you one, sir. Along with a heating pack. You do look a bit chilled. This is a top-secret Chiss Ascendancy installation. Self-sufficient, running in parallel with the above-ground outposts. Paranoia at work.
But our paranoia paid off.
And this is our base commander, Aristocra Saganu.
Ensign Temple speaks highly of Imperial intelligence. She convinced me the Admiral Davos situation warranted bringing you in.
Next time, call me before my life is in danger.
I admit, the timing was poor. But I'll tell you what I know. My agents have been watching Admiral Davos for months. We became suspicious when he brought in his own crew, officers loyal to him, and covered it with bribes. Lately, he brought heavy equipment and guns, built an army for his expedition to the Starship graveyard. You threatened his control.
If you knew all this, it was your duty to inform the Empire.
Doing so would have exposed this base for nothing. The Admiral has too many friends. Now that he's moving, things are different. He must be after the graveyard's salvage, prototype technology, military databanks. It could make him unimaginably wealthy. I won't proceed without Imperial sanction. Grant it, and we can stop Admiral Davos and his plans together.
I came to Hoth for one thing, a Republic shuttle called the Starbreeze. I need Admiral Davos to find it.
I see. Then we share a common interest, at least. The White Moor pirates control the wastelands between here and the Starship graveyard. The Admiral's been sending his people out there for weeks.
My scouting party caught them burying some sort of supply caches. We don't know what the Admiral's caches are for, but if you could get us reconnaissance scans, they might give us a lead on the man himself.
Our priority is finding Admiral Davos, not unraveling his plan.
Then perhaps you'd like to go out and search by hand.
Sorry, this is the best we can do. These are the drop point locations. Contact me when you get the scans, and we'll find our man. Chiss Honor.
Sir, this is Ensign Temple. Looks like that cache is full of stolen Imperial equipment. Given how the pirates are guarding it, I'm guessing it's a gift from Admiral Davos to the White Moor.
I need certainty, or you're wasting my time.
You talk to everyone like that? Sorry, sir. Don't say anything. I advise continuing the recon. A little luck and we'll pin down which White Moor faction the Admiral's dealing with. If you can tag the caches for tracking, that wouldn't hurt either. Temple out.
So we're not actually tagging this thing, right? The Chiss can track pirates on their own, but this is our payday.
Sorry, Kalia. We do this by the book.
Such a freaking waste.
Tracking signal coming in.
This is Hunter to Legate. Hope you weren't getting lonely. I'm on planet, but signals don't carry here. Arden Koth authorized me to take your reins. Have you found the Starbreeze yet?
If you want this done right, I need time. Uninterrupted time.
You didn't answer my question. Now I'm gonna have to force you. Keyword onomatophobia. Command, deliver your mission report.
I am attempting to locate Admiral Davos, who will lead us to the Starbreeze.
Good. Master Koth thinks you work better without your programming. I'm not so soft. Obedience comes easier when you don't have a choice. Contact me as soon as you find the shuttle. Hunter, out.
Smart, arrogant, cautious. Don't underestimate him.
Temple here. Like we thought, those caches are a gift from Admiral Davos to the Pirate Coalition. Specifically, he's paying off a group called the Marauders. Raiders and hijackers, influential with the other pirate gangs.
Bloody a few noses, and someone will start talking.
Yes, sir. Discipline it is. The Marauders have a camp nearby. Guard looks light at the moment. We're going to take a team in. Meet us there and we'll dig up some answers. Temple out.
Chui atat up smasa kipuna.
Blast you! Stop! Look at me and stop. That's right. Keep looking here. I'll keep talking, and you keep looking. Sir, if you're going to do anything, do it now.
Are you all right, Ensign?
I'm fine. Check on the others. Sir, I suppose you want an explanation.
For now, we have a job to do. We can deal with the rest another time.
Yes, sir.
Getting a call from Zero Station. They finished analyzing the pirate data.
Agent, Ensign Temple, your raid was successful. It seems Admiral Davos has been trying to arrange safe passage through pirate territory to the Starship Graveyard. The pirates have agreed to meet, today.
Giving away all that heavy equipment must have paid off.
The meet is in the primary Marauder base, heavily fortified. Attack head-on, and the attendees slip away. However, a cave system runs under the base. Moves softer than a shadow, and you could tap the cave wall.
You're sending him to the bone pits.
The caves are inhabited by animal life and resemble a slaughterhouse. But it's the perfect place from which to observe the meeting.
Sounds dangerous, but I'm willing to take a risk.
Once you're in place, you can use a laser drill and microcord camera to tap the wall.
My team will be in touch from Zero Station. Good luck to you.
We need to move out, but be careful in the monster's den.
Where is Admiral Davos? I did not invite servants.
I act in the Admiral's name. I'll show you.
Getting audio only. Can you see anything?
Now's not the time, Ensign.
Then, begin playback.
Kashovk the Unyielding, I am honored by your invitation. I am Admiral Davos, and I fought in the Battle of Hoth. Unlike my peers, I was left to the icy wastes. For 6 months I wandered the wreckage. As I lost my vitality, I found many items of great value. Weapons, artifacts, even a Republic shuttle full of secrets. I hid them in the Starship Graveyard, so that I might one day claim my prize.
Today's that day. Give us safe passage into the Starship graveyard, and we'll all leave rich.
Hey, Agent? Might want to see this.
I'm sort of in the middle of something.
Son of a... Behind you!
Situation under control. What happened with the meeting?
We cut a deal, sir. The pirates are going to escort Admiral Davos to his treasure, but they outlined their route. I think we know where they're heading.
Admiral Davos can't leave this planet with his horde, understood?
Yes, sir. The aristocrat and I can meet you at the edge of the Starship graveyard. There's an Imperial outpost there. Sagano can fill you in, and we can plan a final approach. Temple out.
We'd be buried alive by the third marker. Bring up the northern passage. Let me see.
He's here, sir.
I'm aware of that. Resume planning. Agent, thanks to your surveillance, we have a lock on Admiral Davos's destination. He and his men are being escorted to a crashed Republic super dreadnought in the heart of the Starship graveyard. His horde is there.
The reason you say that like it's a death sentence?
The horde is sealed in the tertiary launch bay, protected by an army of Whitemoor pirates.
Sorry I'm late. Did I miss the bad news?
There's no other kind.
Lovely. Go on.
This isn't a one-squad operation. The Defense Force will join you for the assault.
This is an Imperial intelligence operation. Your assistance is not required.
I spent a lot of time convincing them otherwise.
Even if she hadn't, Admiral Davos is too much of a threat. The Chiss Ascendancy has an interest here. I suggest a two-pronged approach. You slip past the pirates on the super dreadnought and deactivate the blast doors.
That'll let my team in. We can rendezvous at the launch bay. We'll be your backup.
And if I refuse, I don't get the launch bay coordinates, am I right?
You make it sound like blackmail. Besides, maybe you'll learn to like us.
You've done us proud. We'll need more like you in the Empire if the Ascendancy is ever to seize its rightful place. Good luck.
Sir!
I'll see you at the Dreadnought. Either way, this'll all be over soon.
Three following. Blasters and flame projectors.
All right, keep them at a distance. Sir, enemies in pursuit. More expected. Bit of a nightmare, but we'll hold them off.
What happened to the Admiral?
Admiral Davos and his horde should be down that corridor somewhere. Quite possibly with his escort.
11, 12 more. Marauders and Scourge.
Sagano is holding our escape route outside. We'll keep the pirates off your back. Do what you came to do.
It's still here. Still waiting for us.
Admiral, intruder!
Target him, but do not fire. The Cypher agent lives. I wondered what became of you.
You've caused a lot of trouble for a man I didn't come here to kill.
I waited years to return to Hoth and reclaim my retirement funds. My superiors were never to know.
We should take him now.
Silence. You complicated matters. Forced us to part ways with the Empire. But this can be mended. Tell me what you desire.
No bribes, Admiral. All I want is your surrender.
A man of principles. How admirable. Kill him.
Codename Legate to Hunter. I have located the Starbreeze.
I owe command 10 credits. You look awful, by the way. Get that shuttle running and rendezvous at these coordinates. Hunter, out.
Sir, pirates are down, but I'm the only one left. We need to get moving.
You'll have to find your own way out. Where I'm going is classified.
Sir, I don't... I won't last very long here. I can keep my eyes shut.
Hate to say it, but we'll need help flying this thing. Half the systems are frozen.
You can help, but you don't repeat anything you see. Understand?
Understood, sir.
Nice landing. Let's take a look. Solid body, not a scratch on her. And she came with my shuttle? What's her name?
Ensign Rena Temple, sir. Chiss Expansionary Defense Force.
Of course. Minder 17, Imperial Intelligence. Excellent work, both of you.
I brought you the Star Breeze, Minder. Are we through?
I'll fly the shuttle to its final destination. You can take my ride home. Ensign, why don't you and Khalil run a systems check? I need a minute with the agent.
I'll chisel the ice off the pilot seat for you.
Arden Koth will be happy. But the girl, we agree she needs to die, right?
Why'd you say that?
She's Imperial. She knows about the Star Breeze. She's seen me. She's seen you.
That's unnecessary. She knows better than to reveal classified intelligence.
Maybe I like to be careful. Look, you've worked with her. You've bonded with her. Fine. I'm not heartless. Maybe she'll even be useful. You want her to live? You take responsibility. Stash her on your ship. She doesn't talk to anyone. Doesn't learn about the SIS.
What sort of person would subject her to that?
A merciful one? Just to be sure, though, I'm putting a command in your brain. Keyword, onomatophobia. If Rena Temple becomes a threat to our mission or leaves your supervision, you will kill her. You won't have a choice.
Sir, Minder 17 told me about the transfer. I'm a little surprised. If intelligence wants me out of the Chiss Defense Force, though, I won't argue. Nice as it would have been to pack an overnight bag.
If it were up to me, you'd stay on Hoth, but my superiors insisted.
Understood, sir. But if I can ask, why do your superiors want me on your team?
First lesson, Ensign, learn to keep your mouth shut.
Yes, sir.
You're cute. We're going to a cantina, and you're getting me so many free drinks.
I'll try to earn my keep.
Hey, Agent. I'm grabbing this ride. Race you back to the ship.
This is Leggett to Base Command. Mission complete.
Base Command here. Hunter gave me his report. He spoke highly of you. Not a lot of people earn his praise.
The man was nothing but a very snide obstacle.
He's testing you. He's good at that.
How did he come to join the SIS?
Used to do corporate security, if you can believe it. Recruited him a few years back. I'm grateful the Starbreeze is in one piece. She'll help us win this war. Now, Hoth and Taris makes two. Ready for the final stage?
You still haven't told me what this is about. You send me after a Republic shuttle and a science project.
All for good reason, I promise. Maybe you've heard of it. A death trap of a planet called Quesh. Our primary objective's there. I want you en route. Get to these coordinates when you arrive and we'll be in touch. Base Command out.
You said you wanted to talk.
Yes, sir. Ensign Rena Temple, formerly of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force, reporting for combat drills.
I never said anything about combat drills.
No, sir. If you had, I wouldn't need to bring it up. Frankly, I need the practice. No one ever taught me covert maneuvers. If you've got time...
Grab your equipment, I'll find a private spot.
Thank you, sir. All right. I think I've sweat enough for one day. Any last words of wisdom for your freshly transferred ensign?
There are some things you have to learn for yourself.
And you can't give me examples? You know, my father used to come home from exercises freshly scarred. I was 12 before I realized his training drills were intelligence operations. He was captured twice, but he wouldn't let me worry, no matter how bad it got.
I didn't know your father was part of intelligence.
I thought I'd mentioned it. He was a cipher. Thank you for the lesson. A few more, and I'll be infiltrating enemy camps with the best of them.
Begin encrypted message. This is Keeper to Cipher 9. We don't have long before Republic intercept, but I wanted to hear from you. Status report, please.
Everything's fine, Keeper. Situation normal.
Is that right? I'm getting disturbing reports about your activities. Loss of Imperial life on Hoth and some sort of incident at headquarters. Cypher, I need to know if the stress is getting to you.
What does my state of mind matter? I can't pull out now, can I?
No, but I need to understand all the same. Your job is to learn what the SAS is after. Then, and only then, you must kill Arden Koth. Don't lose sight of those goals. Keep it out.
Patience. The serum is working. Play the game until you're free.
This is codename Leggett. I'm in position awaiting orders.
Leggett, how's Quesh compared to Hoth? Find any pretty ensigns?
How you survive in this business, I'll never know.
We all have our secrets.
Where's base command?
Not far. Hunter to deck. Report in.
Codename Saber in position. Good to see you, Leggett.
Codename Wheel ready for operations.
And I'll be in position shortly. It's good to see you together as a team. Too many solo jobs nowadays. But now we're together for the most important job we've ever done. We're here for a weapon. One that can stop this war.
Does he start every team mission like this?
He can't help it. Brought up in a temple.
Over a decade ago, Colonel Omas of the Republic Special Forces assembled a team of the galaxy's greatest scientists. The scientists, led by Nason Godera, were instructed to design a weapon capable of turning back the Imperial threat. A shadow arsenal of missiles cloaked from detection and more powerful than any made before.
Colonel Omas died at the Battle of Hoth. Nason Godera moved on to other things. Everyone assumed the shadow arsenal was never completed. But it was. Nason Godera built the shadow arsenal on Quesh, then concealed it in a fit of conscience.
A man doesn't build an arsenal without knowing what it'll be used for.
Without the Colonel to lead them, the scientists decided the weapon was too destructive. Godera called it catastrophic. He wiped all records.
That's why you've all been running around the galaxy. The ultrawave transmitter had Nason Godera's weapon activation codes. Colonel Omas's shuttle, the Starbreeze, led us to this star system.
And the assault on Mongaza? Wheel and I...
Gave us one more key. There are 200 missiles in the Shadow Arsenal. Only takes one to destroy Koth City. Threat alone should make the Sith surrender.
Your plan won't work. Destroy Koth City, destroy the Korriban Academy. They'll only want revenge.
Then we'll have to fight. The missiles are still inside the old manufacturing complex. 2 square kilometers of factories and tunnels.
Sealed up but still intact. The scientists couldn't bear to destroy their work, so they built defenses 50 years ahead of Republic standard.
We're going to secure the facility. I'll bring in the shuttle and locate the Shadow Arsenal.
Saber, take out the main batteries. Wheel, see what you can do with the main computer.
Affirmative.
Leggett, you'll penetrate the structure at these coordinates. Bypass the droids and lower the facility shields so our shuttle can land.
This plan is insane. I can't go along with it.
Keyword, onomatophobia. You will lower the shields and complete this mission.
Stop it. Leggett, we'll talk about your reservations after, I promise. May the Force be with us all.
Saber to deck. These droids are nasty. Can we take some of them home along with the missiles?
Mr. Saber, you're going to make me feel unwanted.
Watch the banner. But it's not a bad idea.
Interface terminal located. Deactivating blast door seals. You should have a clear path, Leggett.
Saber, some kind of aerial drone headed your way.
I'm all right. I'll get those batteries offline.
I sense something dangerous. Be careful, all of you.
No choice. Deactivated.
This is Leggett. Shields are down. The shuttle is clear to land.
And Saber did her part. We'll have the Shadow Arsenal on board and headed for Republic space within the hour. You're going to hold position here. Protect the controls until we're gone.
You don't want me near the missiles.
You've done your part. There's no reason to make you face this. Leggett, this is goodbye for now. Go back to Imperial Intelligence. Shore up your contacts. We'll be in touch in a few months.
They don't need you anymore.
Hold position. Keyword, onomatophobia. And thank you.
They're going to win. Now we're out of time.
The serum was supposed to break my programming.
The IX serum has been eating at you since you injected it, carving neural pathways, bleaching your brain. It isn't finished, but it'll have to suffice. We're going to rewrite your programming. New commands, new keyword, no outside control. Are you ready?
You said the serum isn't finished. What am I risking?
Permanent vegetative state. But it's not like we have a choice. Quesh Protocol, Phase 1. New keyword. Iconoclasm.
Keyword accepted. Quesh Protocol engaged.
Now you have access. You can force your mind and body to obey a new program. Tell me what you want.
No more programming, no more outside control.
Reject command interface. Accept no further orders.
Command interface closed.
Revert to Phase 0. You're free now. Time for me to go. But stop the SIS. Find out how they obtained Imperial brainwashing codes. There are truths you need to know.
Minor damage to left tertiary servo motor. Functions are not impaired.
For a droid, you're a bad liar. Come on.
Multiple life forms approaching.
Leggett? I thought you were supposed to be at the shield controls.
It turns out our leader needed reinforcements.
Has unexpected opposition been encountered?
Comms have been spotty since we got inside, but I didn't hear anything.
I promise I'm not here to cause trouble.
Yeah. Alright. Chance believed in you. Said you saved him on Taris. Get moving. Master Hoth thinks we can end the war. Let's end the war.
Blasted machine.
Locking mechanisms disengaged.
Leggett, I thought I felt you. You're supposed to be back at the shields. I see. You're free, aren't you?
You used Imperial programming inside my mind. Where did you learn about it?
That hardly matters now. What I did to you was unforgivable. But I did it anyway. An Imperial intelligence defector, just when I needed one. I couldn't risk it being a lie.
Tell me where you got the keyword. Tell me how you did it.
Just a source. Ain't that the way?
Do you know what happens when you cage an animal? He gets vicious.
Is that how you think? You've shown me your true face. Let me show you mine. Before Arden Koth, the SIS chief, there was a better man. A Jedi Knight who couldn't live up to the code. That Jedi can't live in a world of shadows. But maybe he can still save the galaxy.
You failed at being a Jedi. Now you fail at being a spy. Time to die.
You fight good, Cypher. I don't expect mercy. The Shadow Arsenal was my chance to stop the war, and I failed.
You're going to die knowing the Republic will fall.
There is no death. There is the Force.
Cypher. Imperial again, huh? And no more programming. That is a surprise. I was finished with Arden, but I had plans for you. We could have wandered the galaxy together. Me as the captain, you as my servant.
The thought of traveling with you makes my skin crawl.
You wound me. Big changes are coming. Imperial intelligence and the SIS. History will forget them, and it'll forget you. I just tipped off a squadron of Imperial bombers. That facility is about to be wiped out.
Neither of us is who we appear to be. Maybe we can talk this through.
Interesting thought, but I'm going to say no. Goodbye, Cypher. When the bombs rain down, the Shadow Arsenal will make a spectacular crater.
Cypher 9, emergency transmission, please respond. I have reports of a level 5 annihilation wave on Quesh, triggered by an Imperial bombing run. An SIS team was the target. Are you all right?
I nearly died, not because of the Republic, but because of Imperial incompetence and Imperial treachery. Arden Koth and his weapon have been neutralized. That's the only thing that went right with your assignment.
You've raised your voice, and your pulse rate has increased. You're clearly upset. But you're describing a victory for the Empire. You saved countless lives, accelerated our timetable for conquest. Take pride in that. The rest we can resolve later.
I'm losing patience with you and your leadership, Keeper.
You've made yourself clear. Take a day or two. Remember who you are while there's still a quiet place in the galaxy. By the time you're recovered and back at headquarters, we'll be ready to march on Coruscant.